What's going on, guys? Angel Ram back again for a brand new video. Welcome back to another separate Talk Tuesday. If you remember, Talk Tuesday, I just yapped for a long time, and today what we'll be yapping about is the future of the Street Fighter roster. Yesterday, Capcom had this event, and they were announcing all these things. And one of them, they announced a Akuma teaser, which I didn't know was going to happen. I would have been streaming it like I did with Ed, which I thought was pretty cool. Also, coffee here, something to say. Never mind. But yeah, anyways, we're here to talk about it's kind of a video, it's not the Street Fighter video I wanted to do, where I just was going to do lore stuff and predictions, but probably seen that enough already, so I want to make what I think, who I think is going to come, who I want to come. I already told you guys in the Ed video who I really would like to see back in Street Fighter, but so we're going to go down by the chronological game orders. So I have my laptop here, or a laptop, and I'm just going to be naming a few different characters and telling you if I think they'll come back or not. So we're going to start off with the original Street Fighter. Also, guess what I got in the mail today, guys? I ordered it a few days ago, and it finally came in today. A Bisky plushie. So I might as well open it right now. I actually got it in the mail a few hours ago. So, and you know how much I like her. I'm slowly building a shrine. I have a couple of things from her, so if I could open this, that'd be cool. Here she is in the flesh. Her hair feels so soft. Anyways, that's enough of that intermission. I just wanted to open it on camera. But yeah, so enough is enough talking about random things. It's time to talk about what you probably clicked on this video for. So let's go down the line. I'm on Wikipedia, so all this information is as good as it's gonna get. First, I'm gonna go down the characters I don't know. I really have to search them up, go different tabs on. And the first character that I don't know, I'm gonna go the characters I have least info on. So, first character I'm gonna talk about is the one named Geekai. Yeah. I'll try to put pictures on them on the screen. So he was in Street Fighter 1, I'm guessing. And I don't know that much about him. I'm sure scheming through it here. He's a Japanese fighter, has the ability to teleport. He's a second opponent in the original Street Fighter, which takes place near Mount Fuji. You didn't know that. He was an assassin to kill Gen. That's also something I didn't know. He's rival with Ibuki. Apparently he made a cameo in Vega's Street Fighter V ending, which I actually played, I think, and I don't know. Kind of skimmed through it. He might have. Will he make it to Street Fighter 6? Probably not, to be honest. There's already a ninja in his place, Kimberly. And see, here's the 3 things I'm going to go based off in this. 1, their relevance in the story. If they're dead, so like if they're dead, which you know who's dead already. 2, can they even, is there a fill-in for them already? Which I'll also get into in a bit with more characters. And 3, are they popular enough to return, honestly? Or have they been mentioned in a different character's story? Because what me and them just have been joking about on the side is that characters who have been mentioned in other characters' stories will not probably be in it, which is a lot. A lot of characters are Probably not. But I'll talk about a rare case of that in a minute. But yeah. I don't knew much about him, so I'm gonna say no because he looks like a ninja character, and there's already a ninja villain with Kimberly. We'll have to wait till year 2 comes to see if this will even change. But yeah, so Geekai, I don't think he's gonna come. Next is a character named Lee. I'll put him up on the screen as well. Let me read him a bit. He's a Chinese martial artist, testing to seek skills worthy of his opponents. You fight him in the Great Wall of China in the original Street Fighter. He's the first opponent. About him right here, he appears in a manga of Street Fighter where he challenges Sakura in a fight hosted by Karin. And he also appears in another one where he fights Chun-Li, or Chun-Li challenges Fei Long for the honor of a Chinese artifact. Li is revealed to be the distant relative of Yun and Yang. That last sentence basically deconfirms him, because we have Jamie as the Yun and Yang stand-in. I didn't know that. There's actually so much of the Yun and Yang family, huh? You have Yun and Yang, Lee, and then Jamie. So I don't think, just that last sentence I feel like it confirms him. You have the Yun and Yang feeling already, so that's not gonna happen. Next is, so yeah, he's not gonna come. Mike, I think this is Mike Hager, right? I'm gonna assume this is Mike Hager, which I don't know if he's even alive anymore, because I think he was mayor of Metro City, but then Cody takes his place. So I'm assuming he's either retired. I don't think Mike Hager's gonna come. That'd be cool. Because he hasn't appeared since first game, but I doubt he will come back. And he says like he's an African American boxer. So he's like another Dudley or another Balrog. And a lot of people online saying that Ed is probably not the fill-in for them. So maybe Balrog, Dudley, or Mike. But I doubt it. It'd probably be Balrog if anybody who comes back. Everybody wants Dudley. So I don't think he'll be coming back. Again, I don't think this is Mike Hager, but I don't think he'll come back. Mike, whoever this guy is. Next up is a character named Eagle, which I vaguely know. I think he appeared in Street Fighter 3. I'm not 100% sure on that. But he is a British person. Master of stick fighting. So that could be like a version of Dudley. Maybe this is a prequel to him. But yeah. Okay, yeah, he disappeared in Street Fighter Alpha 3. I thought he came in Street Fighter 3, but I'm not sure. Will he come back? Maybe. I doubt it though, but we already have more popular characters that would come back over him, probably. So I'm gonna say no, just based off the little information I know about him. And yeah, next we have Retsu, which is not gonna come back, and I'm so confident about that because the main reason I don't think he's gonna come back is because he's already in the game. Actually, he's an NPC that you can interact with in World Tour. From the times I played, I threw him in the blanket because he was being too noisy. So he's already in the game. He's like a character who looks exactly like how he did in Street Fighter 1. So he's already in the game, just as an NPC. He's not gonna come back, I don't think. So yeah, Retsu is not gonna come as a character. That'd be cool though. If a World Tour character does be added, I feel like it would be Retsu or Ken's son. But yeah, that's just a personal opinion. But I don't think he's gonna come back. Oh! Boy, man. Next up is Adon. I actually have a good feeling he could come into Street Fighter 6, and here's why. So the pattern that's been going around, I've noticed, is that everyone who's in Street Fighter is like, all the new characters are kind of like descendants. Like Street Fighter 6 is kind of like Street Fighter New Generations, not Street Fighter 3. But like, we have Lily, who's a descendant of T-Hawk, Kimberly, who's a student of Guy, Aki, who's a servant basically to Fong, JP, who's M. Bison's accountant, all those kind of characters. So Adon could be in there, or somebody to do with Adon, because Adon was so yeah, out of all of these Street Fighter 1 characters, I think Adon has a good chance of coming back. He hasn't appeared in Street Fighter 5, at least not directly. So yeah, that's maybe he could come back. But I feel like if he comes back, Sagat won't come back. Which also Sagat isn't from Street Fighter 1. It's either gonna be him or Adon that comes back. To be honest, I feel like one of them, just by how looks of things Street Fighter 6 is going, it's either gonna be Adon or it's gonna be one of those two. And I'm pretty sure everybody would rather have Sagat instead of Adon. So. But I feel like Adon has a better chance coming into the game more than Sagat, just on the patterns I've been mentioning of all these descendant characters. But yeah, so that's two and one. If Sagat comes, Adon's not gonna come, and if Adon joins, Sagat's not gonna be in it. So that's what I think. Next up is Birdie, which is from originally Street Fighter 1. He's in Street Fighter Alpha and 5, and maybe 3, I forgot. But honestly, maybe. He was in Street Fighter 5, and I don't know much about him just from the lore. I did play his story in Street Fighter 5. But he could have a huge glow up if he comes to Street Fighter 5. I know the character I'll talk about later, but maybe he'll have the same thing where he just comes out all buff, ripped, he's like rich or something, and then he's like really skinny, how he was. That'd be like the glow of the century if he comes to Street Fighter 6. Because if you noticed, everyone in the game has a dramatic change from their usual looks, so having that kind of thing, it would be pretty funny. Especially somebody like Birdie, but that he could be in there. I don't see no reason why he shouldn't. Maybe he's in World Tour, but I don't think he is. But it's a whatever situation. It could go either way with Birdie. Like he could be in the game or he could not. But that'd be a cool glow up if Birdie does go in the game, like what I just said. Now, I think that's everyone that's not already in the game, because obviously Ken is already in the game. Ryu has a good chance of being in the game, honestly. I don't think Ryu's going to be in Street Fighter 6. To be honest, he just doesn't seem like he fits in Street Fighter 6. So Ryu's not coming to Street Fighter, guys. And I think that's it. Oh, wait. And Gen. Gen is dead, supposedly, in the game. I think he died in Street Fighter 5. So I don't think he'll come. So that's about it for that one. Now let's move on to Street Fighter 2, which things get more interesting. Whoa, there's a bunch more. So, the line, we have the first character on the list, which already is in the game, Akuma, which, well, like I just said, his teaser just dropped. So, all these characters were introduced: Akuma, Blanca, Cammy, Chun-Li, DJ, Dawson, E Honda, Guile, and Zangief. All those characters are got introduced that are already in the game. Freaking whiskey, guys! He keeps attacking coffee and keeps making so much noise. Anyways, so let's just go down the ones that aren't in the game that got introduced in Street Fighter 2. First up is Balrog, which it's a maybe. Like, Balrog already has Ed, but he's not really like Ed has a bunch. His only punches like how Balrog normally is. He doesn't have any kick moves like that physical moves. So Ed may be Balrog's stand-in. I don't know. I don't see him coming into Street Fighter 6. Again, I feel like this will really change depending on who gets announced for this Year 2 pass. That could really change this whole list. But I'm not going to wait that long to make a video on this, so I don't think Balrog's going to be in the game, just by how we know Street Fighter 6 right now and everything. So he's not going to, I don't think he's going to come into the game. So we have Violent Ken, which I don't think he'll be in the game either. Him and Evil Ryu are what-if characters, like what if that happens. But again, we can't really judge that based on how the current roster and things are looking like in Street Fighter 6. I don't think he'll be in the game. He's literally the only game he ever was in is Ultra Street Fighter 2 and the movie. So that's just, I don't think he's gonna be in the game. Violent Ken is a no-no, in my opinion. I think they're done with the what-if characters in Street Fighter 6 after what happened in Street Fighter 5 with Kage. So next is Vega, which I think Damage really wants Vega to come in, but I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think maybe a fill-in for Vega, like somebody who's related to Vega, but I don't think Vega's. I think Vega's done after Street Fighter 5. He's cooked. But I wouldn't be surprised if Vega comes in, but I don't think he will. Maybe a stand-in for Vega is more likely what's gonna happen if he does join. Obviously, T-Hawk can't come back because there's a Lily. Lily's in there now. So, yeah, Vega, maybe. Or mostly like a step in for Vega. T-Hawk is already him. And Bison, he's dead. But who knows if he'll come back or not. He's apparently died multiple times in the series. So, maybe he'll find a new host. Or something. But let's hope he doesn't come back. That'd be funny as heck if he does come back, though. And the final character, which this is one of the people I want to come back, is Fei Long. He's in DJ's World Tour cutscene, kind of. Like, he's mentioned, and he actually looks kind of older. And he has a tuxedo on. Maybe he could come back. That would be awesome. I really want him back in the game. He's one of my top 4s for Street Fighter 6. So, I would want him to come back. And I don't see a reason why he shouldn't come back, honestly. But we'll see how that goes. So, yeah. I think that's it with Street Fighter 2. Most of the characters that are in here already are in the game. And, yeah. So, let's move on to Street Fighter 3. Or, no, wait. Next chronologically is the Alpha series. Which I don't think came next. Well, actually, no, I think it did come next. I thought Street Fighter 3 came out in the Alpha, but no, I think Alpha came before that, which makes sense. So we have a lot of more characters to discuss. Most of them are not already in the game. So let's talk about them. First up, we have Cody, which I feel like has the highest chance in any character to be in the game. And here's why. World Tour. Every character almost every NPC you can fight that's not main story has certain moves that are similar to Cody's, which is the knife and the throwing of something. Like they throw something, they can throw something at you. And Cody has both of those things in Street Fighter 4 and 5. I don't know 5 actually. 4 for sure. So what I think would happen is that Cody comes into the game as the mayor, looking really old, kind of looking like a president, sort of. Sorry, I had to kick the boys out, just being too horrible. So, anyways, most of the NPCs in World Tour have the Cody style already. They have moves that are very similar to Cody's, what they were, and yeah, I just don't see a reason why Cody is not in the game already. The only reason why I feel like is because he's very promoted all over the place. He looks kind of different than he does in Street Fighter 5. So maybe they're hyping him up. Maybe he's going to be in year 2. I would not be surprised. I don't know why he's not in the game. Cody, I feel like, is guaranteed he's going to come back just because of the MP Season World Tour. They already have the Cody style. So Cody is... I don't really even like him like that. Like, Cody's whatever. But I feel like he's going to be in the game. But maybe not. Next up... Okay, let me name all the characters that are already in the game. From here. Never mind. None of them are in the game. Actually, one, sort of. Shin Akuma. Which is... Akuma is already in the game, so... yeah. So, Evil Ryu I already talked about. I don't think he's going to come back. That all depends on year 2, how year 2's characters... Who they are, really. Julie and Junie? I think the dolls. I doubt they'll come back just because of Ed is a fill-in for all other doll. In my opinion, I don't think Falk, June, Julie, DiCaprio are all gonna come back because Cammy and Ed are already in there, and I feel like they're done with the doll arc. To be honest, they might appear as NPCs in World Tour because just of Ed's story as we've seen, but I don't think any more dolls are gonna be in Street Fighter. Moving forward, so June, Julie, and just June and Julie from this section. Guy is another character I really want to come back. He's one of the main other 4. He's not gonna come back. Let's just be honest, because of Kimberly. She ruined Guy's chances of coming back. But yeah, I really want Guy to come back, but I don't think he will. So that's unfortunate. I would really want him to, but he's just not gonna come back. I gotta keep coping, you know. Next up is a character called Ingrid, which I didn't know existed in the first place, but apparently is in the game, or was supposed to be in the game. There's very little. Like, seems like she has a lot of lore, and she was in a game. But yeah, she's a goddess of some sort. But she said right here that she claims she is the true barrier of what is called psycho power, telling Bison that psycho power is her power and that he's stolen it. The power is so intense that if given the chance, she can actually break Ryu's madness if it ever comes to the Tatsuya no Hado. So she's the original creator of psycho power, which is crazy, and Bison stole it from her, supposedly, and has very similar powers to Rose. That'd be that'd be a really, really cool thing to see Street Fighter 6. Like, what if she comes back with Psycho Power, but uses it for good? Kind of like what Ed's trying to do, but less edgy. So that'd be cool. Do I think she'll come back? I doubt it. It looks like she didn't even appear. What game should she appear in? Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max for the PSP. Little is known about her, obviously. It seems like she's supposed to be... Oh wait, she also plays a role in the background of a Street Fighter X Tekken. And she has this alternate costume in Street Fighter 5 for Karin. Wait, Ingrid also placed 10th by Heavy.com as one of the top characters they wanted to see in Ultra Street Fighter 4. That's interesting. They wanted her at Ultra Street Fighter 4, but she just never came. So she's only really in one version of Alpha. That'd be cool to flesh her out in Street Fighter 6. But I doubt she'll come. It doesn't seem like she's in that many games or as a main character. I think they just forgot about her, so I don't think she'll be coming back. So yeah, Nash is dead. Nash is dead. He's not gonna come back. Nash is dead as well. Sodom is an anime fan from what I've seen in the 30th collection. That'd be cool. He just appears. I I hardly use him. I hardly know him. That'd be cool just to see him reappear. Maybe he's become a retired fan and he just focuses more on fighting rather than being a nerd. That'd be funny as heck to see him come back, but will he come back? I doubt it. I think he's just a Street Fighter Alpha exclusive character. He'll never return again. But yeah. Boys kept messing stuff up. I'm gonna have to do something to them later, but anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Nash is dead, so he's not coming back. Next is Karine. That'd be cool if she came back. Like the richest person in the world, basically, because of how she's in Street Fighter 5 and 3. Well, I think she'll come back. I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think she'll fit into the world of Street Fighter 6. To be honest, but we'll see. I really don't think she'll come back though. I don't think she's even a fan favorite. She's just kind of there. She'll probably stay in the past. But anyway, speaking of past, let's move past the fact that Dan is going to be coming to Street Fighter 6. Or isn't, I mean. Because I think he's basically confirmed. I was telling Demjuice that I found this place in World Tour that says Psycho Style Dojo. That says on it it's going to be coming soon. And that's got to be confirmation that Dan's going to be in the game. That's just got to be confirmation. Because he's one of my top 4. I really want Dan to come back. He's actually the most strongest character in Street Fighter history, honestly. And it doesn't... The game doesn't feel right without Dan. We need Dan in the game. I feel like he's basically confirmed to come. But his student Sakura, on the other hand, I don't think will. Damju said in Sakura's story in Street Fighter 5, she wanted to become a parent, which is interesting. So I think she'll just... It could be a Sakura fill-in, like... That's kind of what Lily is right now, a Sakura fill-in. But I don't think Sakura herself won't be in the game. Maybe her child. But, no, I don't think she'll be in the game. Though, it could be cool seeing her in the game, like, as an older person. And then, yeah. It's a 50-50. She could or could not be in the game, but, yeah. I don't know. With our Mika, though, or Rainbow Mika, I feel like she could be in, could or could not. Because there's already a wrestler, Zonkief, and I don't think we'll need another one. It seems like everyone's style in Street Fighter is not the same. Everyone has basically a different moveset. No one is the same character. Even Ken and Ryu, they're basically like different and the same, but in Street Fighter 6 they're completely different styles of fighting. So this is why I don't think so you'll see later. But yeah. Sakura could or could not. Next is I was searching this character up, I forgot to. Let me search him up. This character is named Maki, and she's literally Mai from KOF. I'll put a picture, and then I'll put a picture of Mai. They're literally the exact same character. I'm pretty sure Mai came out first, because it can't possibly be that. It just can't. Apparently, she's like a student of Zeku, which is like Guy. I really don't think she's gonna come back at all. She looks exactly like Mai, even their names are similar. And she seems to have the same style as Kimberly, so no. She's not. I even had a game where they clashed with KOF, and Mai was in there with Maki. They're the same character. I don't know why she's in. Also, now that I realize, I think I saw her looking at the picture in either Ryu's story. Somebody's story had her in the background. So maybe, I don't think she's gonna come back. I don't think she's gonna come back. So Rolento is next. I I was telling Jam Juice, if Rolento comes back, I feel like he'll have his own world in World Tour, and his utopia finally becomes true, and he's like the president of some country, which would be really funny. But will he realistically come back? I really doubt it. Um, but it's whatever. Like, there's no one with the Rolento style right now. Also, he wasn't really popular, so Rolento is a character that you should not be surprised if he doesn't come back, to be honest. But if he does come back, I feel like that my idea should be thought about, where he just has his own world in Street Fighter and World Tour of like his own utopia. He finally comes true, and yeah, but I don't think he'll come back. To be honest, he's just kind of left there. He's been in too many games for real. Next up is Rose, which is the final character. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like Rose is being replaced with a different character, and you'll talk about it later. Rose is just suck. Maybe, but I don't think so. I don't think Rose is gonna come with Street Fighter 6. And if she does, she better be broken, because she was so mid in Street Fighter 4. I haven't played her in Street Fighter 5. But I really don't think she's gonna come back. She has to be really buffed. Plus, I don't know. I don't think she's gonna come back. I really don't think she's gonna come back. I think she's just stuck in the past, literally, and in the game. So that, long story short, Cody should be in the game. Dan should be in the game. Evil Ryu Guy, Ingrid, Julie, Junie, Nash, and Sodom, I don't think are gonna be in the game. Karine, maybe. Maki, no. Armika, probably not. Rolento, probably not. Sakura, maybe, most likely. And Guy, no. But that's the Alpha series from Wikipedia, so that's that. Next is, oh my god. Okay. Street Fighter 3. Right, Street Fighter 3. There was a lot of characters introduced in Street Fighter 3. Let me go down the list. Alex, Dudley, Elena, Gil, Hugo, Ibuki, Makoto, Necro, Oro, Q, Remy, Sean, 12, Urine, and Yin Yang. First off, Yin Yang, no. They're already being replaced by Jamie, so that's gonna be a no for them. Sean, I think actually could be in Street Fighter 6. He was mentioned in Ken's story, which that'd be pretty cool. An interesting story point that Sean comes back and like basically pulls Ken out of the trenches, if you will, like since he's homeless basically. Maybe he'll change the story dramatically and make him a better person, which would be really cool. But will he come back? Maybe, because everyone wants Sean coming back as well. He's kind of like Ken's fighting style, just not as Ken-y. He has his own fighting style, but yeah. Maybe he has a cool, interesting story point. And maybe he can be in the same world as Blanca. I don't remember where they found him in Street Fighter 5. I think it was in Brazil. I'm not sure. But yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back. That'd be really cool if he does. And especially with my made-up story, that'd be pretty cool. But, yeah, I'd see him come back, you know. 12, I don't think he'll come back. He just was there, and I really hope he doesn't come back. So, let me even see him, because I vaguely remember who he was. He's a humanoid creature introduced in Street Fighter 3's. His background is shared with Necro. It's a cathedral created by Gil's organization. He has a shape-shifting body, kind of like Seth. Briefly copy his opponent's moves. 12 is considered a bottom tier character due to... Yeah, I don't think 12 is going to come back. I'm assuming that whole organization was destroyed at the end of Street Fighter 3. Because chronologically, Street Fighter 5 comes before Street Fighter 3, story-wise. So yeah, I don't think 12 is going to come back, to be quite honest. I don't see why he would at all. That'd be bad. I actually would be disappointed if 12 comes back. So I really hope he doesn't come back, and I don't think he will come back. Dudley is a very unique character because everyone wants him to come back, but due to Ed's existence and how he is in Street Fighter 6, it's really difficult to say if he will or not. I don't think he will, but that's just me. Based on how Ed is, I really don't think he will come back. And if he's in World Tour, maybe he'll be where Cammy is in UK. In the UK. But I don't think he's gonna come back. Just how similar he is to Ed. So unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna come back, guys. I hate to break it to you. Alex, I don't think he's gonna come back either. I don't even know his style actually. Maybe he will. He's really unique. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he will come back. The only situation I think she would come back is if she's first off completely rechanged from what she was. I know I already didn't like the healing stuff she had in Street Fighter 4. But lore-wise, I feel like she could come back as an older person, maybe like a dance teacher or something. That'd be a cool, interesting point. But I don't, because she's mentioned, I forgot who mentions her in the story. Might have been Lily that mentioned her, but yeah, she appears vaguely in a memory of someone. I forgot who it was. But I would not be surprised she comes back. That'd be really cool if she does as well, because her in a Street Fighter 6 style would be pretty cool to see. Well, I think she'll come back? Probably not, but it wouldn't be a bad idea, you know, having her come back in Street Fighter 6. Next up is Gil. No. I don't think any boss character is going to come back into this game. Not even Seth or Bison. I feel like I don't know what happens to him. Maybe he dies. I think he probably dies in Street Fighter 3. Yeah. I don't think Gil's going to come back. I don't think... The only way I see any real weird character like Gil, 12, or Seth coming back is they're like really creepy, like in they're almost basically human, or they're like gods basically. That's the only reason I see them coming back lore wise. But yeah, I don't see Gil coming back, especially since the new antagonist of Street Fighter 6 is kind of like JP. Like, he's in everyone's rival fight in Street Fighter 6. He's just there. Everywhere. Everywhere. I don't think Gil's gonna come back. No. Nope. Who else? Hugo? I don't think he's gonna come back either. Just because he's everywhere in Street Fighter 6 as a poster. Kind of like an ad in some posters around the city. He's just kind of there. He doesn't look any different, so I doubt he's going to be there. He might even be in prison. just maybe there. Maybe. I don't think he's going to come back, though. Hugo's just not going to come back. Just everywhere in Street Fighter 6 World Tour. There's no reason he should come back. Oh, people like Hugo probably, but I don't think he's going to come back. He's just everywhere in Street Fighter 6. To the point where he's not going to be a playable character. That's kind of why I don't think... The only reason why I don't think Cody could be in the game, because he's in some posters of him being the mayor there. So, next is Necro. Same reason I just talked about with Gil. He's just too weird. I know he's a he used to be human. Let me look at his description. Yeah, he used to be a real person who was Russian. Then he was experimented on. That's how he became Necro. Maybe him getting revenge of some sort, but I don't really see him coming back. None of these weird characters coming back, I don't feel like. So, Necro, I don't think is going to come back. Oro is probably dead, age-wise. I really don't think Oro would come back. Yeah. I don't think Oro would come back. Just, lore-wise, this is like how I'm making these things up. Lore-wise is how they defines them. Next is, let's see, Urine. I feel like Urine could come back. Kind of broken looking. Like, he looks like how Gil is last seen. That's how I feel like Urine would come back. Because that's kind of how, like, Urine was supposed to be. Urine wants to be Gil. Like, he wants to be the same level, but Gil's always better than him. So, maybe he just gets pissed off, and him and what's her name? Hold on, let me look back. Colin and him do something, and then they turn him more powerful. Maybe from Nash's remains, which would be pretty scary. But that's all. Maybe I think you're gonna come back. Like, all super powerful looking. That'd be pretty interesting to see. I don't know who Remy is. I've seen him once. He looks like Iori. Alright, after a little bit of reading of Remy, I don't think he'll come back either. He's very, very vague. He's literally, I just said he looked like Iori, and his description makes him seem like Iori. He has a lot of, apparently, moves like Guile and Nash, but no notable connection to them has been established, it says. So I don't think he'll come back. Maybe completely different, like a 360 change, but I don't think he'll come back at all, to be quite honest. Yeah. Apparently he's really popular, but I don't think he'll come back. Just moves-wise, appearance-wise, everything-wise. I don't think Remy's coming back to the Street Fighter universe. I mean, Ibuki and Makoto I'm gonna do it at the same time, because I feel like people really been wanting Makoto to come back, and Street Fighter 6 would be a great opportunity for her to come back. Ibuki, I don't think she will come back. Maybe a descendant of Ibuki, like, I don't know if she has siblings, but maybe something like that, something related to Ibuki will come back. Because she was in 3, 4, and 5, and then maybe, probably not 6. But I feel like Makoto, everyone wants her back, but nobody, maybe they'll listen and bring her back, but I don't know. So, long story short, Alex, maybe. Dudley, no. Elena, maybe. Gil, no. Hugo, no. Ibuki, probably not. Makoto, who knows? Necro, no. Oro, no. Remy, no. Sean, hopefully. 12, no. Urine, maybe. Yin and Yang, no. And I forgot one, which is Q. After reading it, that'd be really cool to bring him back with a whole lot more lore than is given. But yeah, that'd be really awesome to have him back. I know he's very mysterious looking, and him being in Street Fighter 6 would probably be really cool to see. And apparently everybody wanted him in Ultra 4, but that didn't happen. And then, yeah, nothing of his background has been revealed. Maybe you could have him in World Tour as a side quest to look for Q. That'd be really cool, but I don't think he'll... I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Now, that's it for Street Fighter 3. Now to getting to the more exciting ones. Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. I'm obviously very familiar with Street Fighter 4. So let's see what we can get out of here. Oh, okay, there's not that many actually. Because they all appeared in previous games. So we have Abel, Sea Viper, Decapre, El Forte, Goken, Hakan, Jury, Oni, Poison, Rufus, and Seth. Okay, Jury's already in the game, so let's just get that out of the way. Out of all, I feel like another Street Fighter 4 character should come to Street Fighter 6. There's only one of them. Only one! Out of the original 4 Street Fighter characters, only Jury has came. Oni is basically what Akuma is going to be. I don't think the Capri will be in there just because, like I was saying about Ed is the stand-in for all dolls, so there will be no more dolls, hopefully. Because none of them were really that interesting. So, no, the Capri, I'm going to say. I don't think Hakan will be in the game. Everyone's favorite oiled up Street Fighter character. He probably won't. But who knows? He could have his own land in the World Tour, like Turkey, I think that's where he's from. That'd be really cool. But I don't think he'll be in there. Next, El Forte, I feel like he's just forgotten. He's just there and stuck in Street Fighter 4. He's never to come back. But they could do a switch up and he just reappears out of nowhere. He was referenced in Ryu's World Tour. Saying how bad his food was. Maybe he has a glow up where he becomes a really good chef. And he's where Lily's at in Mexico. But who knows? I don't really think he'll come back though. I think he's just stuck in Street Fighter 4. Speaking of stuck in Street Fighter 4, I feel like Rufus is also going to be stuck in Street Fighter 4. Thankfully. I was telling Damn Juice, out of all characters who probably shouldn't be in Street Fighter 4, but if they get added, it will be Rufus. And he'll be coming looking like a god. Like, he'll be really skinny, ripped, has like 3 eyes, multiple arms. That'd be absolutely horrifying, but it'd be so funny to see him. Just that ultimate glow up, a tolerable character. Or just being him extremely more bigger, which would be funny as heck too. Do I want him to come back? Absolutely not, but if he comes back, that's how I expect him to see him, but yeah. Rufus is not coming back to the game. Next, Seth. Like I said earlier about what all these weird characters, I don't think Seth. Maybe Seth. He'd be like a basically human, but also a theory I had was that maybe if Bison does come back, he uses Seth as a host, and that's how it becomes Bison again. But yeah, I don't think Seth's coming back. He was in Street Fighter 5, but I don't think he'll come back. Poison, that's the 4th character, the one that I want, but she's not gonna come back, to be honest. She's all over the World Tour again, so her being in Street Fighter 6 will be kind of weird. So Poison and Hugo are not gonna come back. Goken is probably not gonna come back. He's gonna be too similar to Ryu and Akuma. To be honest, and everybody's finding style, like I said earlier, is too similar, too different, I mean, so having multiple characters of the same style is just going to won't be the same in Street Fighter 6, maybe. So I don't think Goken's coming back, but he might think he died, I don't know. Abel and Sea Viper, I feel like, really wanted to come back because they were in Street Fighter 5, literally in the story modes, but people didn't like them, I'm assuming, and that's why they didn't come back. They probably really wanted them to come back. Out of the two, I feel like Sea Viper is one to come back more than Abel. So, but it's not by much. Like, I really don't think they will. Maybe Sea Viper's retired, and she's just, like, focusing more on her daughter, I think she has. Since Shalu's gone and everything. Or she works for JP. One of those two. Out of Abel is just really plain. I don't think he'll come back. No, I don't even know what his story would be. Just to appear. Maybe he'll be the new Bison host because he got controlled by him that one time in Street Fighter 5. But yeah, so Abel, maybe. Chief Viper, probably slash maybe. Decapre, probably not. El Fuerte, no. Goken, no. Hakan, probably not. Jury's already in the game. Oni is basically Akuma. Poison, probably not. Rufus, no. Seth, maybe. That was actually quick. So, down to the final game. Oh my god. There's quite a few for Street Fighter 5 that are actually... I already kind of talked about most of these, so let's speed run these. Zuko. Kimberly's already in the game, so no. Rashid, he's already in the game, so no. Nikali, he's really weird in Street Fighter 5. I really don't want him to come back in Street Fighter 6. He's just a weird character. He had his own story while the main story was going on. It was really weird. Maybe he comes back like really demon looking. That'd be cool. That's the only reason I would see him, want to see him. Is him looking even weirder than he did in Street Fighter 5. But I really don't think he'll come back. Minot, I feel like she's kind of a fan favorite in Street Fighter 5, so she's gonna come back. And about Rose, I feel like she's gonna replace Rose going forward, and she's gonna come back into more games. I feel like they wanted to do a lot with Minot, so she's probably gonna come back. I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, she's probably gonna be in year 2. Quote me on that. She's gonna be in year 2. So yeah, Luke, he's the main character now. So no. Lucia, I don't think so. Maybe as an NPC, but I really don't think she'll come back. I don't even know what she was like in Street Fighter 5. I don't have her yet or fought her yet. So yeah, Laura, I feel like either Laura or Sean is going to come back to the game. Preferably Sean. If one comes, the other one's not to come. So Sean is going to probably be better candidate for instead of Laura. But yeah, also I didn't really like Laura. She's kind of annoying. But that's just personal preference. I don't think she'll come back though. So WRL. Colin. Who knows, man? Who knows? I don't think so, though. I feel like they wanted to do more with her, because she was mentioned in Street Fighter 3. She was a playable character in Street Fighter 5. It would be interesting to see what she was like afterwards, after what happened with Gil. But who knows? I really don't know. It's whatever. Like, if she comes, okay. If she doesn't, that's understandable. I don't think she was a fan favorite from what I'm reading here. Yeah, I don't see her coming back. Hold on 1 second. Rose dying, so I'm charging it. It looks like, hopefully. So yeah, Colin, it's maybe. Kage, no, I really don't think Kage's gonna come back. He's basically evil Ryu, and nobody liked Kage, I don't feel like. So, yeah. And we have G. G is a character introduced in Street Fighter 5 Season 3 DLC, claims to be the president of the world, and seeks to unite all of its people using social media to spread his message and streaming video of his battle with strong fighters. During battle, he can perform a G charge to increase his presidential level, enhancing his special moves. He also creates a momentary shield to protect him from a single hit. Is this a joke character? G's English voice actor Christopher Corey also portrayed a live version of himself for his character. I don't think so. He looks like a joke character, and this seems like what very Rashid's new personality is. So I really don't think G's gonna come back. He just sounds goofy. I don't think he'll gonna. That'd be funny if he comes back though, but I don't think he's gonna come back. It's such a weird. I never fought him either. Falk, I already talked about. No, I really don't think she's gonna come back, especially since she's in as story mode. So that's even less likely for her to come back. Fong, no. He apparently Damshu said he was in a World Tour as an NPC, but I don't know. But Aki's already in the game, so Fong's gonna come back. 11 is like 12, from what I've seen. He's a humanoid weapon created by Gil as a prototype from Gil from 12 from Street Fighter 3. Imitating fighters, yeah, he's basically 12 and. Oh wait. Despite being considered a failure, 11's raw material was later. Okay, he already died. He was used to reconstruct Charlie Nash. But yeah, he's Nash. He's his own. He's yeah, no. He can't come back. Ed already in the game. Akira is a guest character from what I remember. And judging by how collabs are going in Street Fighter right now, there's no such thing as guest characters anymore. Just get that out of your system. They're all gonna be World Tour skins. There's just not gonna be any more characters, any guest characters ever coming. So yeah, this is probably the last game there would have been guest characters. So no, Abigail, I think it's something to do with poison. He comes in Street Fighter 5. He's a part of. Actually, no. He's part of Metro City's Mad Gear gang. He originally appeared as a boss in Final Fight, seeking to clean up his act and try to best his control his temper. He started a legitimate scrap. Maybe, because I just remember that he does have his own scrapyard in Street Fighter World Tour. But I don't think so, man. I don't think he'll come back. Maybe as an NPC in World Tour. But I don't see Abigail coming to the game anymore now that I'm reading this. Nah. I really don't see him coming back after that last thing I read. So, yeah. So, to wrap things up for Street Fighter 5. Oh, wait. Yeah. Abigail, probably not. Akira, no. Ed, already in the game. 11, dead. Fong, no. Falk, no. G, probably not. Kage, no. Cullen, maybe. Laura, maybe. Lucia, probably not. Luke, he's already in the game. Manat, she's probably gonna come to the game. Nikali, maybe. Rashid already in the game. Zeku, no. So let me just summarize who I think out of all the games, who has the highest chance of coming. So let me just get all these screens open again. There's quite a few. There's quite a lot of characters here. Okay. Going down. At Dawn, I feel like it's gonna come to the game. Sagat, it's either Dawn or Sagat, one of those two. I hope Fei Long, but I don't think so. I would love it, but I don't think so. Damn Juice was saying he hopes at least one of the big main four would come back, aka Bison, Vega, Balrog, or Sagat. And out of all those, I think the one has the highest chance is Sagat. So, I'm gonna go with Sagat. Cody, he should be in the game. Dan, yeah. Ingrid would be a cool character, but I don't think she'll be in there. Sakura may probably. Rolento is a cool concept, but I don't think so either. Elena probably will come to the game. Hopefully Makoto comes. Everybody wants her to come. I don't care for her, but, you know. Urine, I feel like, has a good chance of coming to the game. Sea Viper. Seth? But not. Honestly, thinking about it, it's really hard to really decide who's going to be in the game. Because there's so many characters who have fill-ins are mentioned in World Tour that it's just hard to tell, man. Like, it's just hard, but if I were to choose one character for each game, Street Fighter 1, it'd probably be Sagat. Street Fighter 2, it would Bison. It would probably be Vega, Balrog, one of those two. Street Fighter 3 or Alpha, Cody, Dan, Sakura. Yeah. Street Fighter 3, maybe Alex, Elena, Makoto or Ibuki. Q would be really cool. Sean, I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know. I'm not even counting. Urine would be cool. Sea Viper. No, not Hakon. Seth. Minot. Colin, maybe. And yeah, that's kind of like who I generally think is guaranteed into the game. But I don't know. Maybe they could do a switcher up and just put whoever the heck they want, or just have only original characters come back, like new characters. Like Aki was new. She was never here before. In fact, she was the only new character from year 1. Because Ed, Akuma, and Rashid all came from basically Street Fighter 5, but yeah. So yeah, those are who I think is gonna come. Who I want are not probably not gonna come, which is Guy, Dan, Poison, and Fei Long. But out of all those, I feel like Dan is the one coming back the most, which still one of them is a W. But yeah, that's who I think could come into the future just based off it. Maybe they'll do a follow-up video depending on who gets announced for year 2 later this year. Hopefully they get announced later this year. Because just how the Akuma thing worked, I feel like Akuma's going to be out this next month, in April or in May. But who knows. Anyways, that's my predictions of who might come back, who's not going to come back to Street Fighters going forward. Well, who do you think? What do you think about my predictions? Let me know in the comments. And that's going to be it. Bye, guys.